Grenadines, and I now give the floor to the representative of the Russian Federation. Thank you, Mr. Minister. We wish to thank Belgium for the initiative of having convened today's meeting. We also wish to thank His Highness for the encouraging and powerful statement, as well as the efforts undertaken by their Highnesses for the protection of children. We thank the Secretary General and the briefers for their contribution to today's discussion. The issue of the protection of children is of paramount importance for the Russian Federation. We attribute great significance to the activities of the Security Council Working Group on Children and Armed Conflict. This is a unique mechanism, a mechanism presently headed up by Belgium. And for 15 years now, this mechanism has helped to facilitate more effective protection of children in conflict, has helped to ensure accountability for violations, and has helped to preempt violence. In various countries in the world engulfed by hostilities, children continue to endure brutal violence. Terrorists are not shying away from using even the youngest children, bringing them into their ranks, and they are systematically recruiting minors. They are stripping these children from education, and the violence perpetrated is now commonplace. The international community mustn't countenance this situation. The hostages of a terrorist crime also include their own families, their wives, their children, who endure societal stigma and discrimination. The children who have become trapped in this devastating maelstrom should not be marginalized by societies. They have the right, and they should once again become full-fledged members of society. Their rehabilitation and reintegration is today of utmost importance in addressing the issue of children in armed conflict. This is specifically where there can be successful and effective cooperation, a complementary cooperation between government bodies, civil society, and international organizations. The Russian Federation fully grasps the tremendous importance of children afflicted by conflict. Of course, the priority is our citizens, who, by a twist of fate, find themselves in exceedingly difficult situations. Since 2018, the Russian Federation has spared no effort to ensure the return of Russian children from battlegrounds in Iraq and Syria, as well as to ensure their ongoing rehabilitation. Many of these minors are trapped in prisons alongside their mothers, under investigation, or having had varying prison terms handed down for participation in terrorist activity in ISIL's ranks. More than 150 Russian children have already successfully been evacuated from Iraq and Syria. Just a few days ago, the Russian ombudsman on the right on children brought 26 children out of Al-Hol refugee camp. Another 9 children will be brought back to the motherland in the very near future, and these are efforts which are ongoing. Today, a number of states are beset by armed conflict. They are adopting meaningful efforts in this regard. Their positive example should serve as inspiration for others. Yet, I refer to those states, they need support from the international community through respectful, constructive dialogue, and in a manner that fully upholds the principles of state sovereignty. The Special Representative, Madam Gamba, at the request of the Security Council, has crafted voluntary guidance. This guidance should undergird the efforts of the United Nations and member states, both in addressing reintegration issues and on the whole incorporating child protection issues in conflict resolution and post-conflict recovery. Our hope is that with this new mechanism, examples of successful reintegration of child combatants, addressing the plight of children in conflict, and improving protection of children will become far more meaningful. On the whole, our overall efforts at the Security Council should foster progress to that end for the benefit of children and their future. I thank you, Mr. President.
Je remercie le représentant.
I thank the representative of the Russian Federation for his statement.